All right, let's get to the Big Ten. Personally, I think this one is very straightforward. I think it's between three teams. So for me, my conference winner is the Ohio State University with a perfect 12-0 record. The L's that I have, no L's. 12-0, baby. You heard me right. I do have Oregon at 11-1 with their one loss to the Ohio State University. And I have Penn State at 11-1 with an L to the Ohio State University. However, in my mind, I definitely see Oregon finishing that 11-1. All right, that's my opinion. I don't think Oregon's going to eclipse the Ohio State University this year. Sorry, Shane. That's my opinion. However, I think there's a legitimate chance Penn State can beat the Ohio State University and finish the year 12-0. That was a legitimate flip of the coin pick for me between Ohio State and the Ohio State Buckeyes and Penn State. But I do legitimately think Penn State can, in fact, finish 12-0 this year and actually overcome the Ohio State Buckeyes. Only if it's a night whiteout game.
Yep.
I don't know what time.
Yep.
I don't know what time the game is. It's in Penn State. I think Penn State can catch that dub if it's done right.
Yeah, and that's the only loss that I have for Ohio State as well. Just because I also thought of that night game, that night whiteout that they did a couple years ago. So I'm like, there's no way that this Penn State, because Penn State wasn't that good, but it's that whiteout game that just gets Ohio State every time. And I mean, Ohio State's loaded with talent, just like that, just like they are every year. The good thing about even if they do lose that one game, there's no pressure to lose that one game for the simple fact is there's so many more teams this year. They could have 2 losses. I don't think they're going to get 2 losses because their schedule's straightforward. But with that being said, Ohio State does. What I'm saying is they can still have 2 losses and they're still going to get in because I just think their schedule's going to be too straightforward and everything like that. I do have Ohio State and Oregon both finishing 11-1 respectively.
Okay.
I've probably got a surprise here. I'm trying to look at the schedule to make sure that this is even possible. But I think both Penn State and Ohio State take a step back, and we're going to see Michigan and Oregon in the Big Ten championship game.
Really?
What the fuck?
I don't think Michigan slows down here. I'm gonna be
wow. Okay.
Oh yeah, they just ramp up the fucking scheming on the sidelines, huh?
Yeah. They continue to steal signs, and you're going to see Michigan go back-to-back Big Ten champs.
Okay. Holy shit. I didn't expect anyone to shout Michigan out, but I'm here for it.
Jacob, I'm dying here, man. Oh, my gosh.
Hold on. It is very well likely that Michigan isn't able to even make a championship game.
Yeah, that is possible.
It is very possible.
It's not set in stone yet, but it is a possibility.
And Jim Harbaugh is a sleazebag who thinks he's good at lying. He's really not because everybody sees right through it.
So, Shane, let me ask you a follow-up question. If that caveat does apply, who do you have winning the Big Ten then? Would it just be like Oregon, or are you going to go for like Penn State or Ohio State? If that caveat does apply.
Well, I have Ohio State third.
Okay.
In the Big Ten. So if Michigan can't play in the championship game, then Ohio State will be there. And honestly, talent-wise, like just based off talent, what Oregon's got in this year and what Ohio State's got in this year, it's a toss-up. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Ryan Day loses to Michigan again. He's gone before that fucking championship game anyways.
Facts. Tyler, what's your opinion on what I said about Penn State? Is Penn State going to do it this year, or is it just going to be the Ohio State Buckeyes?
Well, seeing as Jay Frank has absolutely zero pressure on him, I feel like we could go 12-0 and, be in the natty. Or we can go 5-8 or 5-7. I don't know. Jay Frank just does whatever he does, It just all depends,
All right, well, who's winning the Big Ten in your opinion?
Well, I have 3 teams at 11-1, right? But due to what they call tiebreakers, Penn State is most definitely number 1. Then I have Ohio State at number 2 and Oregon at number 3.
All right, so yeah, pretty much the consensus answer for the most part.
Yeah. Because Ohio State is losing to Penn State, Oregon's losing to Ohio State, and Penn State is losing to Purdue.
What?
I mean that's fair. In the Big
It's
Ten,
fair because Purdue definitely loves to get in at least one major upset.
Yeah, I was gonna
Feels
say
like, it really feels like.
This year, Lord have mercy, they're gonna be horrible this year.
hey, they like to throw in an upset.
Oh,
That's the wild nature of the Big Ten.
With the way our schedule looks, we're walking in the bakery and just looking around. I mean, Ohio State's there, but we're just looking with them. We play absolutely nobody good, really.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you call Maryland good.
I would say Maryland's decent. They're in the upper middle class of the Big Ten.
They're all right. No big deal. All right, Jacob, our residential Ohio fuck. How we doing?
Listen, you guys understand that James Franklin is 1-9 against the Buckeyes, right? You guys understand that, right? He's only won one game.
Streaks are made to be broken, sir.
Facts.
Hey, that was a solid win, though. You gotta admit.
How long ago was that win?
2016. Okay,
Exactly. I graduated high school when that happened.
You're young.
Okay, I'll go get you some diapers here after the show. Okay, I mean, like that was a solid win, though. You gotta admit.
Oh my gosh.
Y'all still made the playoffs, so it don't even fucking matter, man.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Fuck.
What? Jacob's speechless. Holy shit!
Okay, so obviously the winner of this conference is going to be the Ohio State Buckeyes. No, I am not a delusional fan. It is just strictly because talent-wise, coaching-wise, more so talent-wise, we are the best team in this conference. I have Oregon losing 2 games this season. 1 to Ohio State and 1 to a certain Mountain West team.
What?
Ooh.
I have them losing to Boise State.
Ooh.
Interesting.
I have the Big Ten Conference Championship being Ohio State and the Nebraska Cornhuskers.
Interesting.
Oh my goodness.
So let's see here. Oh, hang on, I need to go back. So now that you mentioned Nebraska, I think I had Nebraska going 9-3.
There was only 2 teams last season to be able to score more than 24 points against them, and that was Michigan and Colorado. Yes, they had 31 turnovers last year, but they added a plethora of excellent talent to their team. I think Matt Rules takes these guys to a Big Ten championship. Now, how they do in the Big Ten championship, that's a completely different. But Ohio State, Nebraska, book it for the Big Ten championship. Book 4 or 5 teams maybe from this conference making the college football playoffs this year.
4 or 5.
I could see.
Yep.
I could see 4. 5's going to push it.
I'm gonna say 3.
So here's the thing.
I'm gonna say Ohio State, Penn State, Oregon, Iowa, and Nebraska.
Iowa, no. I don't think Iowa's offense is going to be that great. I think you're going to see. I think you're going to see improvement, but I don't think they're going to make that big of a jump from having this terrible offense who could only score maybe a touchdown or so a game to all of a sudden they're going to be one of the best. Now, if they can score at will, they're going to go undefeated. But the problem is they can't do that.
They don't have that hard of a schedule. The only hard places they have to go is to Ohio State, and then they're home against Washington, and that's it.
Iowa didn't have
every other game they could win.
Iowa didn't have a hard schedule the last 2 years, and they've done the same exact thing the last 2 years.
Guys, look, you have a better chance of seeing Vanderbilt going 12-0 in the SEC than seeing Iowa with a good offense. I'm just going to keep it a buck with you.
Yeah. Now I do have Iowa going 6-6, but I'm just saying.
Their defense will carry them to a winning record, though, and their special teams.
Oh, yeah. Their defense will carry them into the top 25. And I think that 100%. The Western Michigan offensive coordinator that they have coming into this season knows what the fuck he's doing, and they have a fantastic quarterback coming into this season. So I think the offensive production is definitely going to spike up big time this season.
Wait, who's the QB they got coming in? Was he a transfer or a recruit?
He was a transfer.
Yeah, transfer. Shit. Because Cade McNamara is not starting.
Yeah.
He's not starting at all. It is Brendan Sullivan.
Oh, okay.
Transfer from Northwestern.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, hopefully we can see some improvement out of their offense. You know, again, I feel like we got a better chance seeing Vanderbilt going 12-0, but that's my opinion. See neither here nor there.
Go Commodores!
I think we got a better chance seeing the Bears win 4 Super Bowls in a row than see a great Iowa offense at all times. Keyword at all times, not a one-off, all times.
Iowa's head coach came out and stated back in June, that if McNamara, whatever his fucking name is healthy, he is the starting quarterback starting in August.
Interesting.
My mind does not change at all.
Okay. All right. Respect.
No, if it changes, you know, that's on Iowa, but I mean, that's what their head coach said back in June.
Right.
That he will be starting the quarterback. He will be the starting quarterback if he's healthy week 1.